Hello, Matthew. How you doing? So yes, I'm looking at your writing essay. In your writing essay, here's my late submission for the assignment. I'm still behind, but I think these 4 pages are a great start. I plan on having between 10 and 20 pages for the final submission next Sunday. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You're underdeveloped, definitely. I think that I don't know. Maybe it just seems like you aren't quite exactly there visually, and I think that um, one thing I think is really going to definitely help you, and let me tell you what that is. I want you to start thinking about this. Okay, so you have your logo, and you're designing some things around your logo, which is great. You have your poster, that's awesome. Okay, then you have your tickets and your pictograms. So what I want to say is this. So this is your final logo. Okay, and this is an interesting setup, though I don't know why everything's so screened back. It looks like you're about 50% on all of your colors here. So the other thing I want to say is that, so you see here, you're 100% saturation here, but then here everything's screened back. So find even ground, be consistent, and stick with it. Also, your logo itself has the sun in it, but then over here, your logo, we're not seeing the sun in the logo there. So that's an inconsistency that's going to need to be addressed. The pictograms themselves, I think, are really, really interesting. However, they're not complete. And let me show you what I'm talking about. You've got some areas in the pictogram, and I'm going to zoom in like this because I think that's the only way you're going to be able to see what I'm talking about. I want to zoom in even more. Okay, and take a look at this. See that right there? Like that should be capped off. That should be rounded off right there. Same thing as right here. That should be rounded off. That should be rounded off. That right there should be rounded off. That stick should be rounded off. Same thing with the end of it, or maybe not that end. But you'd be surprised how much these are going to look so much better when you round off those edges right there. Because right now, and then you got that really tough little thing, that little tough angle right there. Then you got that thing right there again in the kneecap. So really think about rounding off those caps. And this right here is like, it's obvious you're using the same logo for whatever this is, and then you just threw a thing down there and used it for whatever this is, curling or whatever. So, that's pretty obvious, and if you can sneak that by, that's great, but in this case, I don't think you can. I think it's too obvious. Pictograms look good. Let's get a sport in with the pictograms. This is a mistake right here, adding this white stripe to your pictograms. The reason why I say that is because none of the other pictograms have that. So generally, I have this rule in graphic design that has to do with consistency. And it's if you're going to use something only once, get rid of it. If there's not patterns being formed by your design decisions, get rid of it. So we don't do anything once because you don't have, design is about consistency. Doing something one time doth not equal consistency, right? Right. So it would be like synonymous to showing all your pictograms with these cool blue backgrounds and then showing one with a yellow background randomly just for reasons unknown. Okay. So what do I want to see from here? From here, I want to see, I really, really want you to start thinking about those, let me see, those, Calgary. I want you to start thinking about your side graphics. I mean, I'm talking about the stuff, the supporting graphics, things like the cover for the brochure of the hockey game, or the cover of the brochure for the figure skating event. The graphics on the inside of the rink that go around the inside of the hockey rink, and also the inside of the figure skating. There's always those graphics. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to go to Calgary Olympics because I think that is the best, the finest ever. I'm sorry, Vancouver 2010 Olympics is the most wonderful graphics in any Olympic package ever. Just gorgeous. See these backgrounds? That's what I'm talking about. Those backgrounds were used like on hockey rinks and let me see if I can find, if that was Vancouver. Okay, so see all these really awesome, and then here, right there, that's what I'm talking about. That's the Olympic sign. Welcome to the Olympic Stadium. Do you see what I'm saying? Um, right there, see? So that's what I'm talking about, is getting those sub-graphics in place. Trying to see where, here. This is awesome shot of Olympic Village. This is what I'm talking about. All of these banners and graphics, and let's get some of that stuff. Let's get some of that stuff in place. Some of those sub graphics, as it were. I don't know what to call them. I'm calling sub graphics, but those are the things that are on the sides of the ski slopes. And here. This is the graphics on the building of the ice skating rink. See what I'm saying? Awesome shit. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So try that. Try to get your presentation to that. And again, that is Vancouver 2010. If you would like to look at their graphics, just do a visual image search, Google image search for Vancouver Winter Olympic Graphics 2010. And you'll find all sorts of these wonderful applications, okay? Awesome job. Looking forward to seeing the final. I think you know where you're at. I mean, I think you realize you're behind, and so I'm not going to harp on that. I'm not going to preach. But I will say this. I'm looking forward to seeing next week's final. All right? Thanks, man.